Hey guys, it's Justine here from I Should Read That, and today I am going to be unboxing my March Illumicrate. So I am not actually sponsored by Illumicrate, this is just something that I bought. I managed to get on their subscriber list because I signed up for the waitlist back in like October on a whim, and then I ended up like snagging a subscription spot kind of on a whim as well, and then they announced this box and I was like so pumped. So my first box was actually February. I didn't think to unbox it here, so this is going to be my very first one, but I can't remember which theme this is. I think it's like Fighting Spirit or something like that. And the book that comes in this is one I'm very, very excited for, and I've actually just finished, if it's the one I'm thinking of. So I brought my own knife, which is terrifying, and we are going to open this right up. Yes, okay, so this month is Fighting Spirit, and it's going to be a really good one. I can't remember what fandoms are in this particular one, but we have all of the notes here, so I'll refer to that if there's anything I don't know. First thing is, it looks like a mug, possibly? Yeah, a mug based on the Dark Artifices series by Cassandra Clare. Not a series I have any intention of ever reading, but I like these mugs. This, I think it's Rosie Thorne or something like that, who does these really, really fab mugs for Illumicrate, and I really like the style. So it's actually pretty cool. So we have these people doing stuff. I have no idea who these people are, but I'm sure this is really cool if you have read this book series. Okay, what's next? We have something cloth-like. So it's a tote bag for, maybe it's spinning silver? Let's see, it's got some kind of Russian-inspired design here. Oh no, it's the Winter Night series. Okay, this is much more exciting. I like Spinning Silver, but I love the Winter Night series. So here we have Vazia and our super sexy winter demon. This is really nice. I like this. I've gotten tote bags from boxes in the past. I think I got a Fairy Loot one back when I subscribed to them, and I didn't love it, but I think that this one is pretty cool. So that's a win. I like that a lot. What is next? Something in some kind of envelope. So this feels like it might be a pin. Yeah, this is a pin badge. And it's the monthly enamel pin inspired by the Unbroken, which is, I believe, the book that we're getting. So this is what it looks like. I don't know how well you can actually see that. And it says she could choose what she fought for, which is really, really great. We'll talk about the book in a minute, but that's a fabulous, fabulous quote. I really like that. I have like a little pin badge flag thingy, banner thingy, hanging up by my desk, where I'm now actually putting all those things because I started to collect a ton of them and I was like, I don't know what to do with these. What's next? This is, I think it's maybe the Bone Witch? Yes, so this is a Heartglass necklace. I'll put all the designers in the description down below, by the way, if anyone is curious. But this is a Heartglass necklace inspired by the Bone Witch series. So in this series, everyone has this kind of heart glass that reflects their sort of, I think like their spirit or something like that, and you exchange them when you get married, and that's pretty cool. It's probably not something I'd wear because it's quite large, and I prefer smaller necklaces, but that is quite cool. Next is kind of funny. So this is actually an embroidery hoop, and it says that this is a pin hoop. This is inspired by A Court of Miracles, which was a big release from last year, kind of like a Les Mis retelling. It says, take what you will. That's actually quite cool. I like that a lot. And now we are at our featured book of the month. So, oh wait, no, there's something else. What's this? Oh, this is so cool. So this is a wood bookmark, I believe we call them. And what's this from? This guy is Wrath's Dagger Mark, so inspired by Kingdom of the Wicked, a book that I absolutely hated. I DNF'd it, but this is super, super cool. Okay, so now we have the book for this month. Unfortunately, I don't have one of those super cute bags that they usually pack these in. They usually come in like a little cloth, a yellow cloth bag to match their like branding and everything. But more exciting than that is the Unbroken by C.L. Clarke. This has these really nice sprayed edges, and it's also signed by the author. This is the last book that I read. Actually, I finished it a couple of days ago, and it is so good, you guys. It is so good. So it kept me up until 3 o'clock in the morning, which is something that I cannot really do anymore because my body was broken for about 2 or 3 days afterwards. I just got back on a regular sleep schedule last night, but it was totally worth it because this book is amazing. So this book is all about colonization and the harms of colonization. So we follow two characters. We have Terrain, who is a soldier who's part of the kind of colonial brigade. She was snatched from her homeland as a child, which she doesn't really remember, and she was raised in the ranks of this brigade in order to become a soldier. So she very much appreciates what these people did for her, the education that she got, and she wants to kind of be the best example of her people, who they view as very uncivilized, so that she can kind of like prove herself. So our other character is Luca, who is the crown princess of, I think it's Ballader is the name of this, it doesn't say here, is the name of this sort of conquering empire. She is the crown princess. Her uncle, who is the king regent, is basically holding the throne for her and is kind of refusing to give it up. She goes off to this kind of colonized city to put down a rebellion and prove that she is worthy of the throne. However, things are not going according to plan, and she needs someone on the inside. So she ends up recruiting Terrain, who is originally from this city, to kind of befriend the rebels and act as a go-between between herself and the rebels, and things obviously do not go according to plan. This book is really good. The way that the author has sort of pulls through all of these microaggressions, every single page is littered with them, and it's quite an uncomfortable read in a lot of ways because of that, but it's also incredibly eye-opening, especially because I know in Britain, for example, people are not necessarily taught much about Britain's colonial history, and it really actually shows the perspective of the people who have been taken over, who've had their cultures wiped out, who have been sort of taken advantage of and had their liberties stripped by this outside nation. And this book has a lot of really interesting conversations around that, and Terrain's character in particular is really interesting. So this is fabulous. I'm really happy I have this lovely edition. I'm so thrilled. So that is my super short unboxing video for the March Illumicrate box. Next month we have the Deadly Departed theme, which you can kind of see here. It's got a book in it that I'm curious about, but I don't think would be one that I'd necessarily have picked up on my own. It's a YA standalone fantasy, and it has necromancers, assassins, zombie hunters, and vampires, which sounds like a lot of fun. So apparently this book will have 2 love interests, which is quite exciting. The Illumicrate edition will have stenciled edges and character art end papers, which is actually pretty cool, and will come with a signed book plate and a author letter. So the items that come in next month's box will be inspired by Gideon the Ninth, which I'm really excited for, Nevernight, which I'm pretty excited for, The Beautiful, Dread Nation, and more. Apparently it's one of their favorite boxes of the year, so we'll see how it is. If you would like me to continue to unbox my Illumicrate every month as they come out, definitely do let me know. In the meantime, let me know if you have read The Unbroken yet, because it's so good, and what you thought of it if you have, if it's in your TBR if you haven't, and what you think of the items that were included in this box. I post bookish content to this channel fairly frequently, so go ahead and hit subscribe, check back soon, and I will see you next time.